Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to be setting up our bedside nursery. I am 39 weeks pregnant. It is high time that I get this done. We have everything technically ready, set up in the nursery room, but we're not actually going to be using that room for the first few months, so I need to bring everything to this side. Basically the plan is that I'm going to just sort of rearrange my bedside table. We're going to bring the cot, we're going to bring the diaper trolley, and I need to get everything set up. Today is the day that I'm finally doing it, and I'm going to bring you with me. I've just finished sterilizing all the dummies and the milk collectors and bottles and all of that stuff. Those are drying right now. In the meantime, I'm going to start getting my setup ready, doing some cleaning, and I'm excited to see how everything turns out. Let's go! My vomit basin. So I'm feeling kind of stuck because I thought that the best placement for the bedside table would be to turn it sideways, but I don't think that the spacing is going to be quite right, so I'm going to go and bring the cot and try to figure things out with that in place so I can kind of get a better idea of where everything needs to be. Okay, so the conundrum is that we hardly have any space here. I am going to need to turn the bedside table for sure, because it doesn't make sense that I can't open a drawer or access anything. So I'll move those. I'll have to probably get rid of the plant for now, or just, I don't know, find somewhere else to put it. And we are going to need to move the bed, which means that everything's going to be off center. I can't move the bed by myself, it's too heavy. I'm going to need Chris to do that. So that will have to wait till later. But yeah, we don't have much space in our room. It's quite a small room. I thought that there would be more leg room here, but this is really tight. So yeah, don't know what I'm gonna do about that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Why is it not going down? Come on. It has to be this way. Okay, things are not going the way that I wanted them to at all. We don't actually have much space to move the bed, so I will have to see with Chris later. Maybe we can at least gain like an inch, just so that there's a little bit of leg room, because it's really tight over here and it just doesn't make any sense. I did try to turn the bed around because the legs go in further on this side. I've actually had to zip tie them closed because the clip, I think there's a clip, I'm not sure. If there is, it doesn't work. But the legs kind of retract in and out. So I closed them all the way in. I zipped tied them closed, and I turned the whole bed around so that it would be closer to the wall, because there is some space over here. So I was hoping to gain this space. But this bed, the way that it's made, it can only be facing this way. And obviously I want to gain the net over here. I don't want to have that side facing the wall. Even though I won't be using it like directly attached to the bed, I still want to be able to see through, and also just for extra breathability, and for the baby to be able to see something there. So that's annoying. Everything that I've kind of wanted to do is not working out. I'm also exhausted, but even though this feels like a two-person job, I have to do it myself right now because Chris is with Ben, because I can't get this done with Ben home. I decided to just forfeit the pot and keep the plant, so I put the plant over there. That works just fine. That's how it used to be anyway. So I've gained a little bit of space there by removing the pot, but I'm still just really annoyed at the lack of space that I have over here. I don't know if I'm going to need to move things around to put the cot there and the nightstand here. I really don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's best, what makes most sense. But yeah, I'm tired. Now for the diaper trolley. Okay, so while I was at it, when I went to get the trolley, I figured might as well take everything out and try this arrangement first. So I've got the cot all the way by the wall side. I brought my bedside table here, and I've got the trolley here. Technically, in terms of space, it makes more sense because I can actually sit more comfortably on my bed, whereas with the cot in the middle, it's just too tight, there's no leg room, and it was feeling like it doesn't make any sense. So even though I prefer to have my nightstand right next to my face, like this, I'm gonna have the baby next to my face, which works out fine anyway, and at least like this there's more space. Also, Ben does still come to our room sometimes in the middle of the night, or sometimes when he sleeps through the night. He comes first thing in the morning, he always comes next to me, and having that space for him to pass by is also really important to us. So I think this arrangement makes sense, and the sizes are sort of cascading, so it looks better. It feels like it's a bit more cohesive. So this is what we're working with. So I have the trolley here. At the moment it's just an idea, like a vague idea of what's going to be inside it. Everything is still in packs or bags. I do know that the top section is going to be mainly for diaper related things, and then the middle is going to be breastfeeding related things, and at the bottom I'm going to have some snacks and other maybe postpartum or like just in case things that we might need. A lot of things are currently packed in the hospital bag, so I'm not going to have everything fully stocked here. I'm not going to take things out to make it look like everything's in, and then I just have too much going on, and I'm too tired and too pregnant to be dealing with all of this, to be honest, because I did leave it too late. So I'm going to take everything out and start organizing everything, fill up the diaper trolley, and hope for the best, and hopefully I'll be done soon because I am tired. What do you think, Ben? Do you like it? Yeah. Look, this is where the baby's going to be sleeping.
In here?
Yeah. Okay, so it is all coming together. I have stocked the trolley. There's still a lot of things, like I mentioned, from the hospital bag, which I will be putting here as well. Things like the nail file, the snot sucker and things like that, those will go there. Also, a lot of my breastfeeding supplies are going to go in there as well. But it's all coming together. The final touch is the changing mat. This is just to make things easier and safer when we're changing the baby in the middle of the night. This is just going to come right here. And we've taken up the whole wall, but at least everything is neat and organized and there's enough space to pass by. So a brief explanation of what I've got going on in the trolley. We've got nappies, we've got wipes, hairbrush, bathing thing, baby wash, and some massage oil. I've also got Gaia just in case. We've got bum cream and we've got nappy bags. I've got a bunch of burp cloths here, a little stack. These were all Ben's, and I've got some spare PJs here. Here I've got some dummies and a dummy clip. I've got teethers. Here I've put this little soft toy which Ben actually chose for the baby, but I will also be putting the nail things, and just basically here will all be baby care. The second tray, as I said, is like the postpartum tray, so I've got some lovely adult diapers here, my postpartum diapers. I've got breast pads, some extra disposable pants at the back. Here I've got my it's kind of like a haka, but it's a Nino one, my milk collector, and I'm going to have the rest of my milk supplies here. And then down at the bottom I've only put croissant snacks because those are the only things I used to really want to nibble on when I was postpartum with Ben, but I'll probably put some more things in here. Here I have a spare towel and a spare sheet for the cot. And then over here I've got my water, my moisturizer, and my lip balm. I need these within easy reach, so these are staying on the nightstand. And I still need to organize all of here. Don't know really what I'm going to be doing with that. This is as it was before. I've got my nail things and other supplies. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hello. What do you think, Ben? Does it look good?
It's good.
It's good, thank you. I've been doing lots of hard work. How do you feel?
Tired.
You feel tired? Oh.
I'm also happy and nervous.
Happy and nervous? That makes sense. You know what? Me too.
Happy and nervous and in love. In love with you, Daddy, camera, and And the baby.
Oh, I love you so much.
And Billy.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, go so I finish the video. And so this is what our final bedside nursery setup looks like. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. Wasn't really happy with how things were going at the beginning, but I think I've warmed up to this setup and it's looking good. It seems and feels functional and comfortable, and that's what matters most. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, bye!